Graham Hixon Field at Colquitt Stadium, the site of tonight's region football game between the visiting Blessed Trinity Titans and your Woodward Academy War Eagles. Before we have our presentation of the colors and the singing of the national anthem, we have a special presentation. Regions Bank is proud to sponsor the Georgia Athletic Directors Association Cup program. Regions, committed to Georgia's high schools and athletic programs, as part of the overall company philosophy to make a difference in the communities they serve. The purpose of the Regions Directors Cup is to recognize those athletic departments in all Georgia high schools classifications who have excelled and shown superior performance. Regions Bank believes the athletic field can be an important extension of the classroom, teaching character and personal perseverance through sports. We hope our support of the Directors Cup can play a role in making high school sporting programs the best they can be. At this time, we ask you to please direct your attention to midfield, where we have a special presentation. Phyllis Hixon, a Regions Bank representative and the mother of 3 children attending Woodward Academy, will now present the banner to Dr. Stuart Gully, president of Woodward Academy, and Dr. Jose Fernandez, our athletic director. Again, recognizing Woodward Academy as the #1 athletic program in AAA for the 2011-2012 school year. Congratulations to all of the coaches and athletes who made this accomplishment possible. And now, as the Honor Guard presents the colors, please rise and remain standing as Woodward Academy Chaplain Bob Lawrence gives the invocation, and the Robert W. Woodruff Marching Band will play our national anthem.
Good evening. Please join me through words of thanksgiving. Loving Creator God, we pause tonight to give you thanks for another wonderful day, for another opportunity to witness and to participate in athletic competition. And even yet, for another opportunity to overtly offer you thanks. We thank you that you sustain us. We thank you that you desire to order our steps each day. We thank you that even though you know us completely, knowing our thoughts and our deeds, you still love us unconditionally. Enable us to do and be our best tonight and always. This is our prayer. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Georgia High School Association and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA-sanctioned events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups or while the contest is being conducted. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at tonight's game. We would also like to take this opportunity to recognize our referees from the Georgia Football Officials Association. Our referee, Bob Preston, our umpire, Stan Park, linesman, Jeff Goffin, line judge, Terry Brown, side judge, Deron Horton, field judge, Brent Jones, ECO, Manny Thomas, and penalty chart, Robert Beck. Thank you, gentlemen, for officiating tonight's game.
What about now? Yeah.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to Woodward Academy, Grand Hixon Field at Colquitt Stadium. We also want to recognize Woodward North and the Lower School. Again, we've got our North Campus visiting tonight and our Lower
Hello,
School
fans, and welcome to Graham Hixon Field at Colquitt Stadium for tonight's exciting high school football matchup between the Blessed Trinity Titans and the Woodward Academy War Eagles. This is week 6 of the high school football season, and teams from across the state are really getting into the meat of their schedules. Not only does region play begin tonight for both Blessed Trinity and Woodward, but both teams also come in with 3-1 records. The Titans posted an impressive 7-5 record last season, going 5-0 in the region and advancing to the second round of the 2A GHSA state playoffs. Blessed Trinity is a new member of the 3A classification, as they were previously in Region 6 2A, along with schools like Westminster and Lovett. The Titans are coached by Tim McFarline, who is in his second year with the team after coaching at 5A powerhouse Roswell High School, where he spent 10 years as the head coach and won the 2006 5A state championship. For Woodward, that shaky season opener against Lovett certainly feels like a long time ago. Since that 7-3 loss, the War Eagles have won 3 straight, defeating Fayette County here before going on the road to defeat both Woodland and Westminster. In their 3 wins, Woodward has scored 86 points and only conceded 16. Mr. Bryant, Mr. Merrill, what do you make of Woodward's season so far, and what are you looking for tonight?
Well, it's the past doesn't matter. It's the region play that matters, and that's what we got tonight. You know, we're going up against I think a good Blessed Trinity team. I think it's going to be a great game tonight. I think a home field advantage is going to really work in Woodward's favor tonight. Both of them played Westminster and beat both Westminster by similar margins. And we're going to see, you know, we're dressed in all black tonight, big crowd out here. We're going to see how we strap it on.
Yeah, I agree. I think our previous schedule stacks up pretty well as far as the challenge for this Blessed Trinity team. What we're going to see out of the Blessed Trinity team is what we saw out of teams like Lovett and Westminster, and that's teams that are traditionally well coached, very, very disciplined, and that are just extremely dedicated to their style of play. I think you're going to see out of a Blessed Trinity offense, you're not going to see anything fancy, but they are going to work on a ball control, very sort of just maintain possession of the ball type offense, and then just lockdown defense, which is should be a good matchup here for us tonight. I think the bottom line that tonight is going to bring is the team that plays the best defense is going to win.
And Woodward's got the difficult task tonight of containing quarterback Spencer McManus, who threw for over 1,600 yards and 12 touchdowns last year. And he is a senior leader on this Titans team, and that'll be a key matchup here today for Woodward, is containing that senior quarterback for Blessed Trinity.
Well, and we'll see how well we do. Blessed Trinity is going to receive the ball, so we're going to start on defense.
Set kickoff for the War Eagles is Alex Robinson, the senior. And if anything, if he kicks like he's done in the past, this ball is probably going to end up on the 20-yard line in a touchback fashion.
I'll tell you, Blessed Trinity right now is the biggest team I think we played so far this year, even bigger than certainly bigger than Lovett. Good-sized football players out there tonight, so I think it's going to be a real good test for us tonight.
Crowd on their feet, and we're underway here. A low line drive kick from Alex Robinson, and it will be fielded at the goal line. Taken to about
I'm surprised they didn't call that one a touchback.
Yeah, he fielded that ball clearly in the end zone, which by rule is a touchback in Georgia High School. But that's okay. He ends up getting tripped up at the 18.
So starting on their own 18, the Blessed Trinity Titans have the first offensive possession here.
Yeah, Blessed Trinity is going to be a real just hard-nosed, disciplined football team that's not afraid of contact for sure.
McManus leads the team out of the huddle. Looking, and they'll go ground. That was stuffed at the line.
Goodo just kind of right up the gut, trying to test the Woodward defense early, straight into the teeth of Griffin Lamb and Austin Rourke and Jamil Spencer and Brian Stringer and
that was Ben Walker, the senior there, playing a little defensive end, coming down to make that stop.
Milton Shelton, the running back for the Titans.
Got a
Second and 8.
Yeah, I formation, very traditional, very run straight up at you formation.
They'll go ground again here, and getting tripped up with Shelton again. Gain of a couple yards.
Quincy Wolf on that tackle coming up. Just good old-fashioned lead football, fullback leads.
Yeah, they are a pro-I football team, which is pretty rare these days in high school, as everybody seems to be taken by the spread and the shotgun, and they're just a good old-fashioned I play-action pass type team.
McManus here, play action, looking, throwing, and it's caught. That was number 12, Sam Roberts. Shakes a couple tacklers, and there he goes to the 50, to the 40, and he is finally taken down at about the 35-yard line.
Good job, Jamil.
Yeah, it was good hustling by
Spencer.
Jamil Spencer, but this is what we talked about at the beginning of the game, is that we're going to have to be physical tonight. A couple of arm tackles there aren't going to get the job done, as the receiver on that play just simply stiff-armed the first two would-be tacklers.
Yeah, Arrington Farrar and Stephen Smith that's coming up and loosely trying to tackle him, and broke it. First down.
And that's what we talk about, that pro-style offense. It's not fancy, but play-action pass, you have to respect the run.
In motion is number 9, Robert McQuaid. And they'll go ground again, and a great tackle this time by number 44, Austin Rourke, the senior linebacker, a preseason 3A All-State selection.
Nice call by Coach Vandergrift there. Get Austin Rourke in early action there. He was coming in off the inside stunt and met the ball carrier in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. I think you are going to see some of that tonight. If they're going to try to keep running that off tackle, look for a big night from Rourke and Spencer, the two inside linebackers. I think they're going to be stunning a lot.
Second and 11 here, and they go pitch. And that is still on his feet is number 4, Carter McManus. And
yeah, here we are, another play where Woodward's just kind of sticking their hands out there, and instead of wrapping them up. And it looked to me like number 4 his knee might have hit the ground around the 41-42. But
well, what you see out of Blessed Trinity so far is they seem to be having a little bit of a tough time with the turf. That's the second ball carrier that's slipped down on that turf. But you're right. We had him wrapped up in the backfield, but didn't hold on, and he was able to get away regain some of that loss.
Well, 3rd and long, you'd think they'd throw here.
rolling out to the left is McManus, pumps once, throwing, and it's caught. Gosh. Wide open is number 12, Sam Roberts again.
Fumble the ball.
Oh, they've already called him down.
Oh, goodness gracious.
What I'm seeing out of these pass plays, though, is that quarterback has an awful lot of time to pass. And flag down on the field.
And it's hard to tell, but, man, they are.
This might be an ineligible receiver downfield because that quarterback had so long to throw the ball.
Illegal hands. Yeah, blocking the back, right.
So that must have been after the catch, which I could be wrong here, but I believe they get the first down. Even with the penalty marched off, they still get the first down.
Well, I tell you, this those are two very well thrown balls by the quarterback to some very wide open receivers. On both throws, no one within maybe 1 or 2 yards.
And I think again, it's a function of you have that much time to throw. You're gonna find a hole. We're playing we traditionally play a lot of zone coverage.
Well, Jamil Spencer was on the blitz that time, but it was picked up very well.
McManus, he's got Roberts in motion. And they'll go power here. Nice carry by
Jamil making the
Carter
tackle.
McManus.
Ben Walker again coming down from the defensive end to assist Jamil Spencer. So far, we've done a good job against the run. If that holds up, however, little 4-yard off tackles, that's the biggest gain that they've had on the ground. If they're able to chew up some yardage down here inside the red zone.
Well, we're going to need to tighten up the secondary. Play action
McMane's here,
pass.
play action, and it was tipped at the line.
I couldn't tell. Was that Farrar or was that?
I think that was Quincy Wolf coming in from an outside blitz there. Nice play by Quincy to get up and get just a fingertip on that ball.
Quincy, of course, had that interception return for a touchdown last week at Westminster.
I think
pick six.
I think you're seeing from early on in the game that Coach Vandergriff is getting aggressive with his linebackers, sending them on the stunts. He sees that he cannot give this quarterback so much time to throw.
3rd and 6. McMane's, and they'll hand it off here. And Jameel Spencer in on the tackle, and this will be close. That was Carter McMane's, the ball carrier.
Kind of tackled him forward on that play.
You know, that was interesting. That was a little chess match right there. Coach McFerrin of Blessed Trinity, I believe, was assuming a blitz was coming, and so he runs a draw play, which would have been an ideal play for an inside blitz. That's not what he got. So he brings up the first big decision of the game at 4th and 1. Ball on the Woodward Academy 15.
Blessed Trinity's feeling pretty confident with their offense. Of course, it could be just try and draw them off sides. And that's what they're doing. Okay.
Yep.
Calls a timeout. And now they'll, I guess they'll kick the field goal on this.
You got to assume that Blessed Trinity, being traditionally a pretty strong soccer school, probably has a pretty good kicking game, but in high school, you never know.
Well, kicking that football is different than kicking that soccer ball.
Yeah, and this would be a, let's see, it'd be about
32-yarder?
32-yarder, which is a pretty good distance from a high school perspective.
And it's on the right hash, so he's about to angle it in.
Blessed Trinity from up in Roswell, I guess would be the geographic furthest school from Woodward inside our region. And it's a drive that Woodward Academy is going to have to get used to here for the next couple of years, as we'll be sending basketball teams and baseball teams and soccer teams and everyone else up to Blessed Trinity at some point in the next couple of years.
So here comes the offense out onto the field.
They're spreading them out.
4th and 1. Big
Trips
play,
on the
Woodward
left.
crowd on their feet. McMane's taking himself, and he's got it easily.
Pretty interesting call there coming out of a timeout.
Yeah, had big trips out on the right, which I guess, trying to spread out the linebackers and the cornerbacks, making it easier to pick up the quarterback sneak. Running off that left side of the Blessed Trinity, right side of the Woodward defense.
Well, this is certainly the most sustained drive that we've seen against the Woodward defense on an opening possession, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
McMane's on 1st and 10, and he will hand off.
Halfback pass.
Bit of trickery here, looking to the end zone.
Intercepted.
Oh, picked off. Jollis Myrick with a big interception there.
That was huge. That was huge. I think he's a little bit dinged up on that play. He's coming off. Here he comes. He's coming off. Boy,
wow.
That's a big-time play.
That was a big play. That was just a battle of the wills for that football. I think if
the receiver had the size, but Jollis ducked inside and went up there and then pulled the pill down.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to get ripped down for a touchdown there by Blessed Trinity's receiver.
So after the turnover, here comes Woodward out onto the field. Terry Guger looks left, and he's got Benji Russell, the sure-handed senior, out of bounds at about the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, that is bread and butter this year for Woodward, isn't it? Just a confident throw and a confident catch.
Yeah, Benji's got 12 receptions on the year for a total of 155 yards, so he's definitely the go-to guy. And we'll see how Blessed Trinity reacts to that. Maybe putting some additional coverage on Benji, which would free up somebody like a Connor Pilch or Quincy Wolf or somebody like that.
Stephen Smith out to the right, Pilch to the left, Russell in the slot. Guger Plenty of time looking, and he's got Austin Phillips, the fullback. Breaks a tackle, and he's out.
Wow.
Wow.
What a great play.
Nice play. Well drawn up play.
Hit him in stride. Goodger just delivered a pinpoint accurate pass to Phillips coming up the left side of the sideline, and a big gain. Big gain.
Gotta love that from a fullback. Soft hands and also great route running ability. They're just kind of a mini wheel route. Austin Phillips coming out of the backfield, and Goodger with a nice touch pass and finds him for a big gain.
And I tell you, credit goes to the offensive line for giving Goodger the time and the secure pocket with which to throw that ball.
And Goodger on the keeper. Gain of a couple yards. He's finally taken down. That was number 36, Chris Romero on the tackle.
What we talk about a lot with Woodward with the strength of the offense is that you've got a lot of just interchangeable parts. You got a guy like a Austin Phillips that's playing a fullback. He's really not a fullback, which as far as the ability to send him out into some open space, really makes him a multi-tier threat.
Second down and 6 here. Ball on the Blessed Trinity 40. Goodger looking, and he's got Phillips out to his left.
Wow.
Phillips keeps churning. He
There
gets
we
about
go.
the 35-yard line.
Austin Phillips, who was pretty quiet early in the season, has certainly stepped it up and impressed coaches in practices. You see him being the go-to guy early in this game.
Gain of about 5 is going to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Big 3rd and 1 here early on. Ball on the Blessed Trinity 35.
3rd and short.
Goodger has Phillips in as the fullback.
Keeps
And the
himself
pitch to
pitching.
Connor Pilch, and he is bottled up by number 10. That was
Wow.
John Davis.
That was not
on
a
the
good
tackle.
one.
Yeah, I tell you, this is that's just good fundamental football on Blessed Trinity's part right there. And again, that's the challenge. I would guess that most teams that we've played so far this year, that's a 1st down. But man, that was a heck of a defensive play. That tackle right there by the Blessed Trinity defender.
Alex Robinson in the punt for the War Eagles.
So Woodward's first drive is, despite the Austin Phillips reception and run, is going to stall out at the 40-yard line. Fake
And they're
punt.
going to fake it. It's Jameel Spencer to carry it, and
Oh my
he is
goodness!
stuffed at the 40.
He was stuck at the 40.
There's a flag on the ground on the far sideline. And on the placement and the timing of that flag,
Thinking offsides.
I'm thinking it would probably be an illegal formation, but because it was dropped, where it was dropped and when it was dropped, maybe we didn't have enough men on the line. Yeah.
All right, illegal procedure declined.
Yeah.
All right.
What happened, I believe, was that we had a man that was not in the huddle, and he ran out onto the field, and he lined up in the slot. I believe he should have been on the line. I don't think we had enough men on the line.
Well, I tell you got to give Coach Hunt credit. I mean, he's coming out with both guns blaring. You know, 3rd and short, running the big kind of a pitch sweep outside, and then a fake punt on 4th and about 5 yards or so.
McMahon's to hand it off.
Yeah, I
And
like.
strong run there by 33, Milton Shelton.
Excuse me, Josh. Yeah, I like the message by Coach Hunt. I mean, this is our home turf. We've been moving the ball. Hey, they hadn't shown any ability to stop us. Let's be the aggressor here. We got nothing to lose.
Woodward, 4 down linemen. 3 quote-unquote linebackers, strong safety, 2 linebackers.
McMahon's to hand it off again.
There you go,
Jameel
Jameel.
Spencer.
I tell you, I'm glad he's out there tonight. Because he's sticking his hat up in there. Good fundamental linebacking play there by Jameel, reading his reads well, stepping up, staying square to the line, and hitting them in the numbers.
It was impressive by our coaching staff, particularly on the defensive line, is how many guys they get ready to play every week. This is basically 2 different defensive ends and who started the game. We got Michael Vickers in there now at defensive end alongside Ozzie Bunbury on the other end.
3rd down and 3 here. McMains, play action, rolling out, pressure coming, throwing, and it's high. He was looking for number 7. That was Robert Voll, the senior.
I tell you, credit goes there to Austin Rourke and Michael Vickers, putting pressure on him and making him throw a duck.
Yeah, he had his man. He had his man in open space there. That would have been a 1st down and more. That would have looked to be about a 15-yard gain if he could have connected on that. It's already an awkward pass for that quarterback to throw.
Right, rolling out to his right.
And he couldn't get his shoulders square and his feet set because of the pressure.
I mean, rolling out to his left, and he's right-handed.
Wow.
Big punt.
A nice high punt, fair catch by Austin Phillips, about the 15-yard line.
Okay, Austin Phillips been watching a little bit too much college football. He's a little lackadaisical catching that thing. I want to see those arms up there a little bit sooner, but he brings it down.
So Woodward takes his 2nd possession. What is that, the 17-yard line. Good success on the first drive, but just stalled out.
Again, though, I think Woodward came out with the right mindset. I think we all agreed we didn't mind the call there on fourth down to fake it by Coach Hunt. Kind of the right mindset early on. Here's Quincy Wolf out to the left.
Nice
What a
run.
run!
Nice run.
Stiff arm, and he's out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Quincy Wolf just busted a huge run through there to the left side and found a big hole, and 1st down Woodward. Great play by Quincy Wolf.
Tell you what I love about Coach Hunt's play calling is he comes out and he's just squarely dedicated to the pass of that first possession, and then the 2nd possession he comes inside and goes with a power game with Quincy Wolf as the fullback. It's just so unpredictable.
Well, I think, yeah, I agree, and I think you saw that on that 3rd down call, 3rd and short. You know, conventional wisdom would say, you know, you take it up the middle, but he takes it outside, and so you don't know what you're getting.
Gujar to keep it again. Breaks 1 tackle before he's finally taken down, about a gain of 2 or 3 yards. And just to add on to what you were saying, Mr. Merrill, I think a big part of it is the personnel. You know, you were talking about the versatility of the players and everything, and there we saw Malcolm Twyman, the 2nd-string running back, split out to the right as a wide receiver. I think Blessed Trinity is still getting accustomed to all the different offensive sets they're facing.
It's a lot of different formations that Woodward will throw at you.
Twyman, there he goes again, split out to the right. This is Ozzie Bunbury, backup tight end in the slot. Gujar throwing, and Myrick caught before he's absolutely popped at the 36-yard line.
I tell you what's been impressive to me so far about Blessed Trinity. They obviously spend a lot of time working on tackling. They just have some nice, clean form tackles.
They do wrap up well, and again, and they're staying square to the line.
You see so many times when you're playing an offense with a lot of shifty players. You look at Quincy Wolf, Charles Myrick. Tackling in space can be one of the biggest problems for a defense. And Blessed Trinity, they've looked pretty solid here early on. So big 3rd and 8 coming up here for the War Eagles.
It's a big play for the War Eagles, I think.
3rd and 8. Got 2 receivers split out left, 1 receiver out wide right.
Clock winding down here in the first quarter. Gujar looking, throwing, dangerous pass, and
incomplete.
I
tell you, they had a lot of pressure on Gujar on that play. 2 defensive linemen able to get back there and force him to move out of the pocket and make a ill-advised throw that could have ended up with an interception, but incomplete.
Well, we saw that out of Lovett, and like you said, that's a common opponent. We played Lovett, they played Lovett. And what we saw out of Lovett is early in the game we had some success passing the ball, but then Lovett really dedicated themselves to the proposition that if you want to stop Woodward, you got to get pressure on the quarterback. And you're seeing it early on here from Blessed Trinity. But I tell you what, that feels like the fastest first quarter we've seen all
I agree.
year. We've seen some slow ones.
And
here we are at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, I think we're going to be in for a low-scoring affair, and this is just going to be good old-fashioned kind of smash-mouth football. Who's going to be able to take it up and hit the hardest and open up these holes? Because Blessed Trinity, I think, is very much, I want to say dedicated to the run, but their run is a big part of their game plan.
Well, they set up their pass with their run. I mean, they are a traditional pro-I style football team. and everything is built along play action. So when you get in that situation where you don't have to respect the run anymore, that makes it really easy on the defense.
But I'll tell you what concerns me is, the pass routes that Blessed Trinity has run, the receivers have all been considerably, with the exception of the big interception by Myrick in the end zone, the receivers have all been pretty wide open. And so our cornerbacks are going to have to, and our safeties and our linebackers are going to have to step it up on the passing.
Woodward here on 4th and 8 to punt, their own territory. Alex Robinson.
Good
Another
punt.
excellent punt from him.
Oh, my goodness.
Fair caught by number 10, John Davis.
So we're just trading ends of the field.
I tell you, two very sharp-looking teams right now. Not penalties, not sloppiness. Good special teams play. We've seen both punters just really boot the ball.
And it could come down to the kicking game. You remember that Blessed Trinity was knocking on our door there at the 17, 18-yard line and chose to go for it rather than kick the ball. And, of course, we know Alex Robinson is a great field goal kicker, so it may come down to that.
First and 10 here. McMains hands it off. Power
Austin
game
Rourke
again.
making the big tackle.
I'm telling you, Rourke and Spencer right now, Blessed Trinity does not have an answer for those two guys. They're just cleaning up on the tackles.
They are. I mean, they're reading solid reads. They're not coming in here and getting a shoestring tackle. They're coming in there and they're locking up.
Yeah, well, these are guys that have a lot of experience from last year, and basically against a pro-eye offense, it's those two middle linebackers. It really becomes basically a game, the tailback versus those two guys.
It's time to throw, and it's number 7, Robert Vall, on the catch and out of bounds about the 30-yard line.
Just running a little kind of flat slant route.
Just nothing simple, but boy, that ball is thrown well. It's thrown on a rope. The receiver's flashing his hands. Just a clean catch.
It is.
It's just a pitch and catch out there.
It's like you draw it up. Hitting him in stride. And they pick up a first down, take it to about the 31, 32-yard line.
And what concerns you about that is that's not kind of a pass play that's going to really depend on getting pressure on the quarterback because it's such a quick drop and pass.
McMains here on first down. He will hand off, and that play's going absolutely nowhere. A host of Woodward defenders in on the tackle.
Michael Vickers locking up there, along with Andre Newton.
Well, we're seeing the defensive line hold up pretty well. I mean, if Blessed Trinity could just push us around a little bit and find some room on the inside, I'm sure they would be very pleased with that. But that's not what they're finding right now.
Well, I don't think Woodward runs a defense really where if you have success in the passing game, that they loosen up on the interior of the defensive side of the ball. So.
McMains looking right batted down by Ozzie Bunbury. The defensive end there swatting it down at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a hot route right there. Got batted down.
That's pretty good instinctual play there by Ozzie Bunbury. He knew he had no chance of getting to the quarterback, and so he just got that paw up and jumped like a block shot in defense.
Big play coming up here, 3rd and long. Yeah, I'd look for one of these little short slant routes or maybe a short crossing route.
McMains has Chris Keegan to his left, and he's going to
call a
run a timeout here.
I think he's worried about the blitz.
Yeah, he saw
Rourke kind of creep up there.
Yeah, and Austin Phillips coming from that outside linebacker position, creeping up as well.
So Blessed Trinity, this is their 2nd timeout, I think. Yep, they got one left.
So now I'm thinking you're still going to see pressure, but I think you're going to see it from a different spot.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, and with the success that Blessed Trinity so far had in the passing game, you're going to need to get pressure and force that quarterback to get out of the pocket. and make him throw off balance.
Again, very crisp game on both sides of the ball. Not a lot of you don't see anything, no sort of silliness out of either of these teams, like delay games or offsides or not enough men on the field. A lot of tradition of excellence and discipline in both of these teams.
Power I tight end to the left.
Mains
Play action.
Play action, rolling, and he falls down.
I tell you, there's. Oh no! Come on! Come
goodness.
on! They couldn't. They're going. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
But that's a.
Well, the rule in high school is if a man falls down, he's down.
Right.
And the play is dead. The whistle didn't come immediately, though. And it wasn't a big hit.
But it's a spot. I think it's a spot foul. No.
Well, is it going to be a?
This is not good.
Is it going to be a roughing the passer? Well, still going to be short of the first down.
Okay, so it was a spot foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Personal foul.
Hit to the head. Interesting.
That's the first time I've seen that called.
Now it's 4th down. 4th and 3. There's no way they're going for this here. No need to.
No, you wouldn't think deep in their own territory that they would take a chance.
So fortunately for Woodward, that penalty won't give the Titans a fresh set of downs, but it will maybe give Woodward some worse field position.
Timeout, Woodward.
Timeout, Woodward Academy.
Yeah, I think this is just a good old-fashioned football game that Coach, you and I grew up playing and used to seeing. Very physical. It's going to be a very physical ball game.
Yeah, just a good, getting back to the basic. Who can control the line of scrimmage? Seen a little bit of razzle-dazzle out of Blessed Trinity with that halfback reverse pass, or I guess a reverse pass. But other than that, it's just pretty basic ball control.
And I tell you, I've never liked that halfback option pass because you get the halfback and they're just so excited to be throwing the ball that they just heave it up there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, to our benefit, of course, but. A little bit of a short punt.
Wobbly punt takes a huge Blessed Trinity bounce.
Boy. That's too bad because we had a wall return set up, and it was set up nicely. You could see that wall taking form.
That'll put Woodward deep in their own territory here to start this drive.
And the other thing is the big wild card too is going to be mistakes. You saw us play Lovett about as well as you could play them in the first half. Right before halftime, if you recall, we had a turnover deep in our own territory that gave up that one and only Lovett touchdown.
Only 3 defensive linemen for Blessed Trinity on that play. So I think they're expecting pass.
I think Coach Hunt sees something with Quincy Wolf. And Quincy Wolf, we talked about all last year how, boy, if he can just get a little seam as a fullback, he's got the power and the speed. If he just gets that little bit of a seam, he can get a burst and pick up some yards, and he picks up 5 on that play.
Gujar to hand off to Austin Phillips. And
I'll tell you, that was a nifty little move Austin Phillips made to cut back against the flow and pick up another 2 or 3 yards, get us close to it, get us a 3rd and short.
It's got to be a first down.
Yeah.
There it is.
Blessed Trinity playing kind of a 4-3 defense, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Goodger back in the shotgun.
Goodger pumps, looks, and
man.
Malcolm Twyman there couldn't hang on to it.
I tell you, I love that pump fake, though. I love it. I've been waiting for Woodward to run that more. Just didn't work out this time. He threw it a little bit too hot to, what was that, Benji Russell?
That was Malcolm Twyman, I believe.
Malcolm Twyman, okay.
Intended receiver there.
But I really like the pump fake. I think you can get high school level. The pump fake is an awesome play.
I think you're set up for it because we do run so many underneath little out routes.
Goodger.
Oh, goodness.
There's something uncharacteristic you see out of the Woodwards. Our players losing their footing.
Those turf monsters are out tonight for sure, and this is about the 4th time we've seen a tackle by the turf.
And Goodger has some good run up the right side on that. He might have gone a fair ways.
Russell and Pilch on the near side. There was some movement.
We moved. They moved, rather. We drew them there. They jumped. They were coming hard with a blitz.
Offsides defense.
Penalty on the play. Encroachment against the defense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Well, I don't know if our decision changes much. 3rd down and 13, 3rd down and 8. I would suspect the same play that they were going to run to begin with. It's still in the huddle.
Their decision is not changing this. Uh-oh.
Well, what are we doing here? Oh, we gave back the 5 yards there.
The War Eagles.
I wonder if they called that on Goodger. I'm wondering who they called that on.
I didn't see the movement.
Well, I saw Goodger. Goodger kind of backed out.
And it'll be 3rd down and 13.
Yeah. It's hard to see. But
yeah, is the rule different in high school? Can a quarterback get under center and then move from under center?
I think once he's set, he's set.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Now Goodger in the gun, 3rd and 13. It's Austin Phillips in motion. Looking, and it's caught by Benji Russell, but
well
that play
defended.
was going nowhere. Well defended, and that was number 16.
That was a loss, too.
Yeah, I tell you, that play has had success in the past, but Blessed Trinity was not fooled.
Well, Goodger took, I don't know, maybe it was a 10-yard drop and spun around, kind of counter move.
Yeah, there's an interesting design on the play. It's clearly trying to get the defense to commit.
Look, almost screenish, like a screenplay almost. Well, Robinson's back on the goal line. We need a good punt. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't have said it.
We need a good punt.
That was one of those rare occurrences. How few times do we ever see Alex Robinson have a net 15-yard punt?
That ref gave us about 5 yards. So that's a good thing. Well, this now is backs aren't up against the wall, but this is without a doubt, this is the biggest test we've had so far on defense. Blessed Trinity now on about the 30, where are they going to mark it? 34-yard line with a fresh set of downs.
Another thing to keep in mind, too, is that Blessed Trinity is a team that passes a lot. We're absent Kyle Hawkins tonight, who separated his shoulder last week down at Westminster. And he's a guy that's got a lot of experience in that secondary.
The pitch this time to Timmy Mertz.
Well, Carter Johnson did a great play coming up and taking the block and forcing the play back inside.
All right, let's look for a big play for one of our big stars there on defense. Rourke or Spencer. Be a nice time for them to step up and make a play right here.
Vickers and Bunbury and bat down another pass. And
McMains double fake throwing deep end zone, and it's caught.
Boy, I tell you, Steve Smith just bit on the fake.
Well, you know what I was just saying. Guess who would be playing that position right there? That is Kyle Hawkins' position right there, exactly.
Yeah, Steve Smith just bit on the fake and let the receiver get behind him.
I tell you, that's that old University of Georgia David Green style where he puts that ball on his leg and he just sits there nonchalantly, and then all of a sudden he pops up and throws it.
Well, that was Robert McQuaid there, touchdown reception, and the Titans take a 7-0 lead here with 5:20 to go in the second quarter.
So it was about a 30-yard pass reception, 33, 34-yard pass reception.
A lot of Blessed Trinity, you see the philosophy of a lot of coaches, Coach Hunt included, that when you get the other team to make a mistake and you've got the ball deep in their territory, you go for the jugular.
You're right
now.
You're exactly right.
You just kick them while they're down and you turn the tide of the game.
And you can smell it. I mean, that's just, you smell that opportunity, you smell that momentum.
Now the question is, can Woodward turn around and answer? And we've seen some signs we can.
Well, we got plenty of time on the clock.
Yep. 5:20 before half.
Right.
And the offense has shown some glimpses. I would like to see him commit to Quincy Wolf a little bit. I'm not convinced that Blessed Trinity can stop that right now.
Well, and also if we do choose to throw the ball, I hope we go kind of these short routes where we can, pick up, use the speed of Benji Russell and stuff like that instead of trying to go for a, put a nail in the coffin fly route or post route or something like that, because we got plenty of time left on the clock, and a good sustained drive would do us well right here.
Mark Nolan to kick, and it's a...
All right, good play, good
play.
Nice
job, Carter Johnson. Was that an onside or was that just...
I don't know. He kicked it pretty hard, so I'm not sure. If they just wanted to prevent, a big run back or something.
It's pretty effective. I mean, if you're not going to kick it into the end zone, the ball's, you end up with the ball on the 30. But you also open the door for a possibility of a turnover.
That's right.
Coach Ron Davis had his guys well schooled, though. Told them to get on that ball.
And you just drop to the ground. You don't try and run it back. Just drop to the ground. Uh-oh.
Goodger hands it off, and now Quincy Wolf is tackled by number 35.
I tell you, you're right, Coach. I mean, you got
Slayton.
Quincy Wolf, you got it, but the offensive line needs to hold on to their blocks a little bit longer to give Quincy Wolf a chance to, to get to the line of scrimmage and pick a lane. And I don't think we're just holding our blocks long enough, and we're allowing the defense to collapse a little too quickly.
2nd down and 7 here. This is Steve Smith in motion. Goodger tackled about the 40-yard line.
Now, I was thinking on that last play, why didn't we run that to the wide side or to the strong side? And that's what we did on that. And it looked like we had better numbers on that side.
You bring up something that's always perplexed me on the offensive side of the ball, why there's so much attention given to the short side of the field. And I don't get it.
Third and short.
All right, let's hit him straight ahead. There you go. Good job.
Goodger gets it. That big frame of his, 1/2 step, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having a quarterback with the size of Goodger. Listed at 6'4", but I wouldn't be surprised if he's a little taller than that. All right, 4:04. We got plenty of time. Clock is not a factor.
We got 2 timeouts left, so we've got no worries there.
Goodger puts Malcolm Twyman in motion. He'll hand it off.
There we go.
Wolf cuts to
That's
the outside.
what I was talking about.
Wolf to the 40. Wolf to the 30-yard line, and he's finally shoved out of bounds about the 28-yard line. Quincy Wolf breaks a big run to the right side.
That's what I was seeing. I see that we just keep going a little wider with that fullback. He's got a lot of space if he gets there, and they just can't catch him.
Yeah, with his speed, he's able to get to the, pretty much where the linebackers play within a second or two.
They go to Wolf again.
Yeah, that was a little bit inside, not outside. But
Gujo hands off to Wolf. Kinder on the tackle. Second down and 8 after the 2-yard gain.
no, I'm thinking pass here.
Benji Russell here on the near side, and they hand it off to Malcolm Twyman. Lowers the shoulder and
Good
gets
little
a couple
counter play.
yards.
That was a nice play by Malcolm to make something out of really not a whole lot.
Yeah, nice misdirection play there. Malcolm coming back to the right side, everything going left.
3rd and 4. 2:44.
Got something going on.
He's
Back in the shotgun now.
Be a
In the
short
gun.
one to Benji.
Steps up. Looking, and
There
it's
you
caught.
go.
Quincy Wolf.
Quincy Wolf had it, tried to cut back the other way and slipped down at about the 8-yard line.
I tell you what, we answer right here, going to halftime 7-7. You got to be feeling good about that, because that was a huge challenge to the offense.
And that was Terry Guger made that happen. Coming up in the pocket, buying himself some time, letting Quincy Wolf get open.
1st and goal here.
Guger's
Guger on the
gonna get a
keeper, and there he goes.
touchdown. Yes, sir.
Touchdown, War Eagles.
Eight-yard touchdown run up the left side. Boy, I'd say Woodward came back with a resounding, hey, we're here to play football as well. This is, we took it over, what, basically 5 minutes left, and 3 minutes later we're in the end zone.
Oh, and
Wow, that was a good try. And a
was-
block.
That was number 23 there. Kyle Evans came flying in. Nearly blocked Alex Robinson's PAT, but to no avail. 7-7 with 1:57 to go in the half.
I tell you, that's about the best thing that could have happened right there. Is just an absolute answer.
Well, and I like that we did it with without a whole bunch of trickery. I mean, there weren't any lucky plays in there. This was just well executed football. It's got to see the offensive line step up and give Guter some protection, and also open up some holes for Quincy Wolf.
But yeah, you go from being a little concerned about going into halftime, just kind of feeling like you've just been sort of stomped on here on your home field, to turn around and just absolutely answering. And all of a sudden now Blessed Trinity's got to have a few doubts about whether or not they can stop Quincy Wolf.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the halftime adjustments, to see how Blessed Trinity tries to shore up the defensive ends positions and things like that. Also, how Woodward's secondary is going to respond to the passing threat for Blessed Trinity. Well, that was going to be at the 20-yard line.
Alex Robinson making up for that punt on that one. Boy, he laid into that kick.
It's the Titans here to start from their own 20-yard line with $1:57 to go in the second quarter here. McMains, great play action, and he'll keep it himself. McMains,
oh my goodness,
continues going. He's to about the 39-yard line, and the defense there didn't quite jump on the play, and a big gain on the ground there for McMains, who was just kind of strolling across the field there, gets to about the 40-yard line.
Well, minute 48 here. That certainly sets Blessed Trinity up. Within a couple plays, at least take some shots at the end zone.
McMains, and it's tipped.
And oh my goodness! There we go, Quincy Wolf. Yes, sir.
His second pick six in 2 games. Quincy Wolf, unbelievable. The minute 36 left. Woodward is going to take the lead here. Quincy Wolf, unbelievable here.
And I don't know who tipped the pass, but it was, I want to say it was Bunbury. But again, that pass was tipped, and that slowed the ball down, and Quincy broke on it perfect and took a pick 6 all the way to the house.
You know what? You got to wonder at this point if that's being coached on our defensive ends, just to hang back and get your arms up and try to get the hand on the pass there. Now this is interesting.
What are they saying?
Blessed Trinity, I believe, called a timeout because they had, do not believe they had enough men on the field out there. Actually, I believe the coach called a timeout. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see the quarterback at the end of that play?
I did.
Absolutely
clock clean.
Depleted.
And
the coach is out there arguing with the refs.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's what he's talking about.
I agree.
Right there.
And on the sideline, Coach Vandegrift was, and it was Ozzie Bunbury who hit the quarterback. And Coach Vandegrift was talking to him about that. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not one of those who thinks that that's there's anything wrong with that. That there's anything.
Well, the quarterback is a player. He is a player. The one thing that you'd want to talk to is to make sure that you're not giving the ref an opportunity to call a block in the back or something of that sort.
Low snap.
Make it through. Yeah.
Just squeaked in, and that was 23 again.
Right.
Kyle Evans almost blocked that one. 14-7 Woodward here after the Quincy Wolf pick 6.
Looking on the sideline for McManus, the Blessed Trinity quarterback, to see if he's getting tended to by anybody. I don't see that. I think he just
we'll find out.
Generally
real
got
quick.
stung pretty good. Boy, I talk about a turn of events right there.
That was big. That was big. And that's the thing about high school passing games. So many of the passing plays are just automatic. You turn, you throw, and you just hope that they're open. And you don't really read the coverage all that well, because probably a little bit too much to ask for a high school quarterback to be able to make all those decisions that quick.
Robinson, and
it's going to go out of bounds.
Low kick, and it will
stay
in.
My goodness.
Wow.
Boy, I tell you, that ball had eyes.
Ball knuckled to about the 1 yard line and decided to steer right into the end zone. Touchback.
It's like one of your golf shots, Coach Brian. That ball's got eyes and ears. You can just talk to it. Tell it what
better.
to do.
It was better. All right, well, yeah, the quarterback's back on the field, so must not have been too devastating.
I tell you what, if this game was not a rivalry,
I think it's become one.
I think the Blessed Trinity coaches are going to be telling their players, you better make it one. Jamil Spencer on that tackle. Again, you're going to hear those inside linebackers' numbers and names called an awful lot tonight, and they're doing a great job.
2nd down and 6. McManus has Davis and Roberts. He'll hand it off in a big gain here. That was number 3, Timmy Mertz, the backup running back there, getting the 1st down.
Blessed Trinity has no timeouts.
Hands off to Mertz. Ferrell brings him down, but that's a Blessed Trinity first down.
Draw play, nice tackle. Michael Vickers. Nice tackle on the draw play. That may be the last play.
Well, it's always a good sign when a draw play is stopped by a defensive end. That means that they stayed at home and did what they're supposed to do and didn't go flying upfield.
I'm a little bit surprised that Blessed Trinity isn't throwing the ball.
They're just going to let this clock wind down here, going into halftime.
You got to wonder if their confidence is shaken right now. They're just thinking, hey, we made a mistake. Let's just take our medicine and take that 14-7 deficit in the locker room at halftime. But I tell you what, these War Eagles have been challenged tonight, and they certainly stepped up to meet that challenge. This is very encouraging.
All right, we'll see you at the beginning of the 2nd half.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again we have a very special halftime presentation. Earlier tonight we recognized Woodward Academy as the AAA Directors Cup champion. An integral part of that championship was 2 teams that won state championship. At a later date we will be recognizing our boys tennis team. But tonight we'd like to recognize the 2012 Woodward Academy boys soccer team. Again, we'd like to recognize this very special group of student athletes gathered at midfield with Athletic Director Dr. Jose Fernandez. We also have Coach Matt Holmes, who is the head coach, and our members of the 2012 Woodward Academy boys soccer AAA state championship team. This group of young men had an amazing season in 2012, capturing not only the AAA state championship, but the region title as well. The War Eagles finished the 2012 season with a record of 18-3-1, scoring 106 goals while only allowing 19. Woodward Academy defeated arch rival St. Pius 2-0 to capture the region championship, and then defeated Central Carrollton, Eastside, Mary Persons, and Carrollton in the state playoffs before facing Gainesville for the AAA state title. Woodward would capture the AAA crown in a 2-0 victory over Gainesville. Woodward Academy would finish ranked number 1 in AAA and number 5 in all classifications in the state of Georgia. The War Eagles were also ranked number 7 in the nation by the National Soccer Coaches Association of America. The Woodward Academy boys soccer program has now played in the AAA state championship game 3 years in a row. At this time, we would like to recognize each member of this outstanding squad as Coach Matt Holmes presents their championship rings. As I call your name, gentlemen, please receive your rings. Anthony Alberti. Many of these gentlemen are not here tonight as they're off in their college endeavors. Jose Garcia, Baird Hixon, Enrique Guerrero, Chris Roman, Sean Murphy, Max Poor, Chris Kendall, Nolan Paul, Woodward Academy kicker, Alex Robinson, Alan Michael Capo, Joshua Cohen, Chris Lee, Cameron Mosley, Aiden Gould, John Hopkins, Keith Lewis, Matthew Reynolds, Jack Sard, and Travis Royce. We also have, looks like Coach Eric Mitchell and Coach Rob Moran out there with Coach Matt Holmes. Congratulations once again to our AAA state championship girls soccer team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, for your halftime entertainment tonight, a group that marched in the London Parade just for fun. An ensemble that the Grammys come to for musical advice. A band so unified that Nick Saban approached them about team building advice. They are the most interesting band in the world. Please welcome to the field the Woodward Academy Band with this year's new show, To Infinity and Beyond Motown.
I wanted to come by and make sure I didn't miss
Director Ben Hines and assistant Lauren Hunt. And the Woodward Academy Band would like to recognize dance team captains Morgan Mellon and Maya Gustix, drumline captains Hallie Pappas and Cindy Housen, Chris Edwards, an executive officer, field captains Bellin Lynn and Justin Paralata, and our uniform officer, Asia Rodden. And now, taking field command, drum major Simone Carey, joined by assistant drum major Jacob Robinson. Here they are, the Robert W. Richards Marching Band.
Let's hear it one more time for your Woodward Academy marching band. Ladies and gentlemen, once again we want to recognize all of the warriors from Woodward North and from the lower school. Tonight is lower school and Woodward North night, and we have a special announcement.
Alrighty, sports fans, welcome back to the beginning of the second half. Woodward leading 14-7, scoring on a Goodger 8-yard TD and then a pick 6 by Quincy Wolf. And this is a slugfest, Coach, and it's going to be interesting to see the adjustments that both teams make, and because I think we're in for a long game.
Yeah, I think the best thing about that first half was that Woodward got challenged, and we stood up and met the challenge and then some. I think clearly we have the momentum on our side. We start out with the ball right here. We come down here and punch it in here. I think we really start to bring out the doubts in the Blessed Trinity head, and they're offsides right there. There are offsides. That wasn't even close. Blessed Trinity man was about at 50 by the time that ball was kicked.
We have a penalty flag on the play.
I'm kind of surprised they stopped the play. Is that I mean, is that appropriate? Is that the way these penalties are assessed?
Yeah, I suppose so. After like a regular offensive play, as soon as the infraction happens, it blow the whistle.
Well, it gives Connor Pilch and Jollis Myrick a chance at a good return. Give our special teams a chance to get us in really good field position here.
I'd like to see some of this Connor Pilch speed right here.
There we see the squib kick again, and Carter Johnson here gets. Oh! That was a violent hit at about the 35, and Carter pops right back up.
Yeah, he chose not to fall on it like he did last time. And I'll tell you, it's a little bit surprised about that kick. I mean, I don't know. I mean, not trying to take anything away from Connor Pilch or Jollis Myrick, but I never saw them, being a touchdown threat on a kickoff. I'm wondering why they're not kicking it down the field.
Oh, a definite change of strategy here by Blessed Trinity as they're now loading up on the line. A lot of that first half we saw three hands on the ground as far as defensive down linemen. That time they have 5, and they're loading it up at this point.
Well, I'm not so sure, loading it up in the middle is going to get Blessed Trinity where they think they need to be, because Quincy Wolf's hitting the corners. And I'm not so sure what putting 4 or 5 down linemen is going to do to stop that from happening.
Now they dropped to 4, traditional 4-3.
Goodger to hand off, and this is Austin Phillips.
Boy, I tell you, Austin
tackles.
Phillips has shown up to play tonight.
He sure has. He is grinding his legs.
And he is just staying low to the ground and moving forward the entire time.
He's got a nice little lateral step when he gets through that hole, and then once he takes that lateral step, it's all north and south from there. Well, that was a nice gainer there.
A 10-yard gain.
Just on a fullback give.
After the procedure penalty.
Steve Smith in motion. He'll hand off here to Jollis Myrick, and he bounces outside. He'll get to about the 50-yard line.
A little bit sloppy tackling there on the Blessed Trinity part. They start going for the ball instead of trying to tackle him.
Yeah, it's interesting. That time, Blessed Trinity goes back with 5 men on the defensive line, and that was a little counter play there.
First and 10, Goodger looking, and Benji Russell couldn't haul that one in.
Yeah, threw that just a little bit behind him on that play.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors.
Yep, again, Blessed Trinity showing up with 5 down linemen. 2 linebackers.
Myrick in motion, and he will get it. Myrick.
Turn it up there. Okay.
Shows a nice
Nice
burst
play,
of speed.
6-yard gain, 7-yard gain.
I'll tell you something that you don't ordinarily see is that when we spread our slot man wide and take him in motion, they have the way that Blessed Trinity is covering is they're taking a defender and running across the field with him, sort of a man coverage type deal, which kind of sets up some sort of a counter or reverse or something of that sort. So we'll see if we pick up on that at some point this second half.
Gujar on the keeper. Taken down about the 40-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Blessed Trinity is they're not tackling with near the precision that they did in the first half, and a whole lot of defensive linemen standing upright and just trying to arm tackle.
At some point, they gotta start. It looks like they're going to lose some confidence. They're losing confidence as this game is going on.
Handoff, and Austin Phillips gets tripped up, a gain of about a yard. Bring up second down.
Austin Phillips on the carry.
And one thing that you really see out of this Woodward group is you see a lot of confidence, which is impressive, because there's a lot of guys that played a lot of minutes last year, but there's a lot of guys that did not.
Gujar sends Smith in motion, and he will keep it.
Midline option there.
That's a big gainer, just sort of chipping away at it.
I tell you, the offensive line, to me, since we last saw Woodward at home, has shown remarkable improvement in terms of them engaging the guy on the other side of the ball and opening up holes and holding their blocks. To me, that's been, if I was going to right now give a game ball, that game ball would go to the offensive line. I think they've been very impressive tonight.
3rd down and 4.
I like the hand signal from Coach Hunt. He's given a touchdown as the hand signal.
Gujar to pass, looking. He's got Benji Russell out to the left, and he's taken down about the 24-yard line. Well, Benji Russell again, just on a little out route, and he seems to be open every time, and he seems to just make the catch every time.
Well, they're playing very, very soft, and just giving up 5 or 6, 7 yards to Benji Russell out there on the flats.
What's great about this Woodward offense is we get up to the line. Coach Hunt did not like the formation.
What
is a
cut block?
Cut block.
Cut block on Woodward. We'll bring back that nice gain. That's a 15-yarder too.
Now 3rd down and 18 for the War Eagles after the penalty. Gujar looking and throws high. He was looking for Jawless Myrick there.
Jay, we talk about improvement at offensive line. What I saw on that play right there was lineman Jack Bryant playing at a tackle, just rode a defensive end, just right out of the play, just kind of nice and easy, maintaining contact on his block. Helps alleviate a little bit of that pressure.
Well, the penalty cost us on that drive, and so Robinson's in the punt.
There's a good punt.
Punt, fair catch.
Fair catch at about the
9-yard line.
9. That was C.J. Brazil. That's where Spencer McManus will lead his offense out onto the field from.
Well, so now we get a chance to see what Blessed Trinity has what adjustments they've made, and likewise the Woodward defense. Blessed Trinity having a fair amount of success throwing the ball. So again, it's going to see how we tighten up if we play a little bit tighter, a little bit closer, a little bit more man-to-man. They're running up the middle.
Pitch and big collision there on the right sideline.
We hadn't seen that play. That's just a toss sweep. Seems like most of the time as Blessed Trinity's been running, it's been between the tackles, trying to get to the outside there. Again, there's that short side of the field, that sweep to the short side.
Milton Shelton still in as the running back for Blessed Trinity. In motion, Robert Vall, and 2nd and 4 here. McManus hands off.
Austin Rourke losing his helmet on that play. He's still on the ground. Rourke really stepped up in that play and made the first hit.
Definitely not what you want to see is Austin Rourke on the ground.
So again, Woodward up 14-7, scoring on a 8-yard TD run by Goodger, and then a 30-yard or so, 40-yard actually, TD interception by Quincy Wolf. Blessed Trinity's only score coming on about a 33-yard TD reception in the second quarter. All the scoring took place in the second quarter. Pretty much just bounced the ball back during the first quarter, and then the second quarter, everybody got their acts together and started to light it up.
Well, Austin Rourke, the senior linebacker, still down out there, and hope he's all right. The trainers are tending to him now, and he's getting up. There he goes.
Not sure what happened on that play. Thought he got kicked in the face and something like that.
You know, I'm guessing he lost his helmet so early in that play. Wouldn't be surprised if he got popped in the nose or just some sort of poked in the eye or something of that sort. But he's walking on his own. He's a tough guy. He's not going to want to stay out, but he's going to have to stay out this one play.
So number 45, Kai Glencross, will sub into the game here for Rourke in the meantime.
3rd and 4. So big play for the Woodward defense. Oh, and the pressure's on. Oh, he escapes.
Oh, and McManus.
I tell you though, but Carter Johnson came up, as well as Jamil Spencer, and made the tackle on the pursuit. But we had him in the backfield. Quincy Wolf was back there, and but they slipped through. But again, the pursuit came through and cleaned up.
Tell you what, the defense is doing their job for sure.
They are.
We had the blown sack, but then nowhere to go after that.
Can't tell.
Well, we had 12 men on the field. But they did grant us the timeout. That'd be a different rule than what you can have in college and pro,
right.
I suppose. You can bail you can bail yourself out with a timeout in high school, unlike the college and pros. Well, a pretty quiet second half after a first half that certainly ended with some fireworks as 21 points were scored collectively. What, in the last about 5 minutes of that second half?
Yeah, a little bit more than that, but yeah. After a very quiet first quarter. And it started with Blessed Trinity, of course, and that gave us the big wake-up call and shook us out of our lackadaisical offensive and defensive production and put the fire on us.
So Nathan Etheridge into punt for the Titans. This is a good high punt. Fielded by Austin Phillips at about the 40, and he is hitting a great special teams play there by the Titans.
Tell you, we had the wall set up again, but the wall doesn't work if you outkick the wall.
And you got to seal off the middle of the field because those guys just ran straight down the middle of the field.
Beautiful punt and excellent coverage there by Blessed Trinity, but they got to figure out a way to stop the Woodward offense, because I tell you what stopped us last time was a penalty.
Sure.
Don't give Blessed Trinity much credit for stopping that last drive.
And again, they're coming out with 5 defensive linemen. Oh.
They're on first and 10, and there was some
not
major
sure what happened
there on the
2
line.
men in motion by Woodward.
False start on the offense. We'll push him back here.
Yeah, we're getting kind of sloppy with the execution right now.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic. That's 2 or 3 or twice this half. 2 or 3 times on the game.
Got Busy Russell out.
They'll hand it off to Wolf, and
yeah, not much going on there.
We got a beautiful night here with a full moon, good Woodward crowd, and a fairly good-sized Blessed Trinity crowd trying to rally their troops over there. That Blessed Trinity crowd's been pretty quiet. See a little sputter from them right now, trying to rally their troops.
Goodger in the gun here on 2nd and 14. Looking at Malcolm Twyman, who drops it.
Well,
Malcolm in disbelief here.
Even if he comes down with it, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly not a first down. He had a long way to go for the first down, but you still like to see that ball caught.
Yeah, Michael might have been thinking that he'd already caught the ball before he caught the ball.
Goodger looking, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked.
I tell you, he nearly fumbled that ball.
Yeah, he's done a better job this year taking care of that football, but there are those moments where you get a little bit nervous about that.
Yeah, I kind of think Goodger, I mean, the offensive line I think was doing an okay job there, and I think Goodger just kind of ran into the sack.
Yeah, that was what you might call a coverage sack. He was looking downfield, and nothing doing.
Oh,
and Robinson
blocks it.
Tell you, Robinson could have perhaps
flopped for us there a little bit.
A little flop, they give a little lean.
Yeah. I tell you, Blessed Trinity does got some speed. Josh, we've noticed a couple times on the point afters come very close. And I think the last one they did, at least I think they nicked it, still made its way through.
I think between Colin Bradley there, number 28, as we just saw on the punt, and Kyle Evans, I think we've almost had 3 blocked kicks / punts tonight. But again, Robinson just gets it off. Now the Titans will start from their own 39-yard line.
Decent field position here. We'll see how Blessed Trinity run it straight up the gut.
Hey, they
Milton
are getting
Shelton.
nothing. They are just getting nothing up the middle there. Neil Spencer, I'm not keeping up with the tackles, but I'm guessing that's at least 7 or 8 on the night.
Yeah, you wonder if they're maybe trying to set up, set up the off tackle, the counter, the tall sweep, something. Maybe get us to bite a little bit on a fake or something.
They have certainly not looked as sharp in the second half on their passing attack.
Play action. McManus looking, and it's caught. Oh my! This is going to be a touchdown. Sam Roberts.
Well, I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say it.
Well, I tell you, that was just a great throw. You got to give Blessed Trinity all the credit in the world. Just hit the guy right square in the hands, and again, our quarters come up and arm tackled and couldn't bring him down, so he scooted up. And now we got ourselves a different ball game now.
Yeah, well, it would have been a first down and should not have been a touchdown. 2 missed tackles there result in a touchdown. But, uh-oh, that's going to be a flag.
I don't see anything. There we go. Now somebody threw it. All right.
Well, what you got is, on that touchdown play, we were very close to getting a sack. McManus just sort of wiggles out of it. And, as a result,
I'm not sure what we're.
That 5-yard penalty will be added to the kickoff.
So it's after the point attempt.
And we're just under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Okay. Not sure exactly what happened there. They were
sure.
saying illegal procedure.
is it a
Was
choice?
the initial call. If it's a choice and we chose to take the penalty instead of making him re-kick it, I'll be shocked. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not real sure what the call happened there, but now it's a tie ball game, and so we'll see how they kick off this. The last times they've kicked off, they've kicked the squibbers, down to about the, 30-yard line or so. And I'm not sure why they're doing that.
Well, if they kick a squibber here, they're going to give us awfully good field position. That's, you're watching their guys in warm-ups. Those guys were really booming it. Now clearly he's not going to put it in the end zone on this play, on this kick from this distance. Maybe could do a pooch and try to draw a fair catch. But these guys have legs. I'm not sure why you wouldn't just boom it down there and take your chances. Yeah, there's the pooch. And
That's going out of bounds.
Going out of bounds. If I'm Woodward, if you have a choice, take the 5 and make them kick it again.
Absolutely. That's why I wonder if it was.
Instead, I guess we'll get the ball at the 40. I guess if you got the ball and get at the 40, go ahead and take it. Yeah, get possession at the 40. Go ahead and take that all day, I would say.
Absolutely.
All right, new ball game here, 14-14 with 3:56 left in the third quarter. after an incredibly fast first half, has slowed down a little bit here. Both teams have lost a little of that shine we saw.
Goodger hands to Myrick, and Myrick makes a nice cut.
Yes.
Bounces off of a tackler.
That's right,
Jollis
Johnson,
Myrick's
you
still
keep
on
going,
his feet.
baby. That's right.
Jollis Myrick.
That'll get the
He's
crowd
fired
back
up. Gets to the
Absolutely.
44-yard line, and I have to say, I thought he was going down long before he did. He shook about 3 tacklers there.
Well, there's that little counter play that Coach Hunt loves to go to, and looks like Myrick had nowhere to go. Gets up in there and runs against the grain.
Well, he was hit 3 or 4 times and just kept his legs moving, kept himself square to the line. Same play.
Same play.
You wonder if Blessed Trinity is starting to show a little fatigue here. Woodward, one of the things about Woodward is that we've got guys that play both ways, but we do play a lot of different guys. And you rarely see a Woodward team looking fatigued. Seen a lot of these same guys for Blessed Trinity on the field a lot, and their defense has been on the field most of this half.
And I have noticed, I think I mentioned it earlier, they're not tackling as crisply as they did in the first half. They're not wrapping it up as strong. Here we go, Austin
Phillips bounced out to the right side, and he's got a first down. Well done by Austin Phillips there. Strong run, and he'll be taken down at about the 32-yard line.
Here's Coach Hunt just committing to the ground game here, and why not 3 in a row? And you've got a net of about let's see, what's that? About 25, 27 yards on 3 run plays. Get in a groove and keep it going.
Goodger drops looks, and he's got Benji Russell on what's really become an automatic play for the War Eagles.
Close to a first down, maybe a couple yards short.
Yeah, we're saying commit to the run, and what you just said there, Josh, that's almost an automatic. That's almost like just a glorified toss sweep, really, because it's such an easy pass, but it's so effective.
I'm telling you, he's going to pump fake it one time and get the corner to bite, and Benji's going to take it straight up the field, and it's just going to be easy 6 points.
Well, I think you're right, because I think Blessed Trinity.
Goodger can't escape the pressure, and he'll be sacked. Huge loss. That was big number 80, Nathaniel Maggio, in on the tackle. He got in there in no time and came up with a huge sack for the Titans.
Yeah, he just kind of trucked over Austin Phillips on that play. And Goodger wasn't able to get out of the way. I think he tried to throw it away, but he tucked it up under.
Coach Hunt is just livid right now. Saw a real opportunity there to go in and punch it in. Now he's in a hole.
Well, the thing is, there was only one defensive guy back there, and that was number 40. Everybody else got stopped at the line.
Pressure coming. Goodger, a little dump off screen to Austin Phillips. And
was there a fumble on the ball? Looks like we got it back, though.
Got it back. It may have been down. Getting a little chippy out there right now.
Miles Kinder came in and just crunched Phillips there. Good little dump off, but it won't get the first down.
Brings up 4th. And tough call here. It's one of those calls where
I don't know. 1:23 left in the third quarter. I'd punt it.
Yeah, this is such a tweener.
Or I tell you, I might even go for it, being this far.
I trust their defense at this point. I really do. It's a tweener distance. It's not an obvious run, not an obvious pass. Although it's a little longer than I thought. It's 8 yards, 7.5, 8 yards.
Well, my point is, again, even if you don't make it, you've got them far enough in your territory that it's.
Yeah, I would like to see something like a.
I mean, if he punts it and he kicks it in the end zone, it's a net 11-yard punt.
I'd like to see something pretty safe, with a risk reward, something like a spread quarterback draw.
Right.
Just let Goodger hang on to it.
See if he can pick a lane.
If he picks a lane, he can make a guy miss. He can run through something. And then you figure if he at least gets back to the line of scrimmage, then it's a push really.
Right. I mean, Alex Robinson's a good punter and stuff like that, but I'm not so sure we'd pick up a whole lot with a punt. You know, even if you get down it at the 1 yard line, I'm not so sure that that's a big gain.
Coach Hunt is looking like there's no punter going out there. Looking confident in his play call here.
You know, I like this play call. You know, again, I've always liked that aggressiveness of Coach Hunt and his willingness to get out there and try new things, keep everybody off balance.
Here's the formation for the quarterback draw.
Gujar looking, and he's got A.J. Cole, the tight end, but it's not going to get 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, you know, but you picked up, like you said, Coach, 4 or 5 yards, and that's a good play.
You know, and
I don't think anybody would say it's a failure.
No, not at all. And it's a, you know, it's again speaks to Coach Hunt's style. Hadn't seen a toss to a tight end yet tonight. So you know, I like the approach. It's
I'll tell you, that's the first screen I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the previous play with Austin Phillips. Minute left in the third quarter. Again, 14-14. Woodward's defense really needs to step up and give our offense a good shot at a touchdown here.
McManus on the pitch. And
man,
my.
He is still on his feet.
Still on his feet.
There's a flag on the play.
Okay, well,
Milton Shelton.
There's going to be a block in the back. It's got to be, or a hold or something.
Yep, there's a flag way back at the 36. That's coming back.
It's got to be an illegal block. Could be. Yeah, it's got to be. But again, we just did a whole lot of arm tackling. Face mask.
Oh my
goodness.
On the defense. That's not what we were hoping for. Thinking we were going to get bailed out by the flag. At this point, that's going to stand to make it worse. Go from bad to worse. The incidental 5-yard variety, but still moves the Blessed Trinity Titans down to the 30-yard line. The War Eagles.
Well, an impressive run by Shelton. You know, first time we've really seen him break a big one tonight. You know, we didn't really see in the first half. We saw him going power I most of the time, and he just kind of churned for a yard or two. But that time reversed his field, and really got a nice big gain there for the Titans.
Really have done a nice job all night containing the tailback.
Timeout, Blessed Trinity. All right.
I tell you, I hadn't noticed until now, but Austin Rourke's not on the field. Has he returned since he went out of the game with that injury?
No, he's in the defensive huddle, but with his helmet off. So maybe he got. He's with the trainer right now, so I'm not sure he's going to see any more action tonight.
And we've seen the junior linebacker Kai Glencross stepping in for him, but just looking down at the sidelines, Alex Idson, also you know, a fill-in linebacker. Really, he's on crutches now as well. So Roark hopefully will be okay, but Alex Idson, really a key replacement on this defense. Fortunate to not see him get to step in tonight. We've seen some good things out of him so far this season.
Well, I'm seeing Austin working with the doctor right now, Dr. Gropper, and he's working on his shoulder. You're seeing that Austin's having a little bit of a hard time putting some resistance against Dr. Gropper's pressure on that shoulder. You can sort of see his face grimacing. So I'm thinking it's some sort of a shoulder issue.
McManus on first down. Looking, and he'll hand off. That was Milton Shelton again.
Connor Dooley getting back there. And
yeah, from the defensive end. I tell you what, the defensive ends have been, doesn't matter who's playing defensive end, but that's about the third or fourth guy fourth or fifth guy that we've called his number at defensive end. They're doing a nice job under the direction of Coach Scott Crook, who coaches those defensive ends. As the third quarter comes to an end, 14-all.
Well, this is all the 12 minutes left.
I think the Woodward players and fans have really been chomping at the bit for a game like this. You know, we had a couple of them last year.
Absolutely.
That Columbia game came down to, you know, the extra point at the very end to win it 21-20, and had a couple more games like that, Cedar Grove as well, which was a huge game, huge win for the War Eagles in 2011. And here's a great test, you know.
It really is, and you know, a lot of times you get into the region, and by the time you get into the region schedule, you're going to come across those teams that just are having a down year or aren't very prepared, and so it turns into an early cakewalk, and everybody gets to play and everybody scores, and it's a lot of fun. But you know, at the end of the day, these are the kind of games that define your season. These are the kind of games that test you, and if you come out successful, these are the games that put you in the playoffs. These are the games that get you into the second, third round of the playoffs. So you know, this is exactly what we need. I think this is when we need it here, as we're sitting at 4-1 at the midpoint of the season. And this is one of those defining moments of the season, I think. Not to be overly dramatic, as we're 14-all moving into the fourth quarter.
Well, it all begins with this possession right here. You know, the test of character is right now, 2nd and 10, fourth quarter, tie ball game.
McManus hands to Shelton, bounces to about the 26 or 28-yard line, that is.
It's interesting, they're still trying to take it up in the middle, right between the guards, and they're not getting a whole lot of room.
Yeah, we're sending our defensive ends. That was Connor Dooley on the tackle again. We're sending our defensive ends just really
crashing inside.
Just crashing inside. They're not having to worry about any kind of contain. As soon as they see that man in front of their face blocking down, they just go right with them.
A flag on the play here. Illegal substitution.
Well,
I think they might only had 10 men on the field there.
A rare error by Blessed Trinity, but
at an inopportune time.
Yeah, it's good timing for Woodward.
Well, again, these are the types of breaks you need to happen, but you also got to be prepared to take advantage of them as well. You know, you don't want to give up you don't want to play so desperate on this play that you give up something silly. You know, you kind of want to dance with the one that brung you and not play protective, but play, aggressive.
Big play here. Big play here. 3rd and 12. Ball's on the 34, 33, Woodward Academy. 11-19, 11-18 running here in the fourth quarter. 14-all.
We need the secondary to really step up here. We need these cornerbacks. We need some pressure on the quarterback.
McManus, go play action throwing.
Oh,
man.
Carter Johnson.
Boy, that was
incomplete pass there by Blessed Trinity. In and out of the hands of the receiver, but because a just enough distraction there by Carter Johnson.
I think that one could have gone either way. It was Carter Johnson was in a great position to intercept it, and the receiver's in a great position to catch it.
Hard to tell, but Carter may have just gotten a fingertip on that ball just enough, because that receiver, it went in and out of the breadbasket.
All right, here we go. They're going for it, 4th and 12.
This is a big play.
High formation, so we give them protection.
McManus rolls out to his right, looking, throwing, and it's caught. That was Sam Roberts.
And that's going to be
same
just enough.
play to the other side. That was the exact same play that we just saw. Same receiver that time. The receiver didn't drop it. Sliding catch for a first down at the 20. I can't believe they're not measuring that. It's awfully close. Without a measure. Oh, and Coach Vandergriff and Coach McGarrett are, the defensive coaches of Woodward are furious that they're not even thinking about measuring that.
So 1st and 10 here. Titans just knocking on the door of the red zone here. We'll go ground, and huge hit. That was Timmy Mertz.
Brian Stringer on the play. And Jamil Spencer.
Tell you what, defensive ends are, once again, defensive ends and inside linebackers working in tandem. Really keeping a lid on that running game, except for the one big play that we saw a little bit earlier.
Griffin Lamb now coming in for Bunbury. Stringer and Vickers at the defensive ends.
2nd down and 8. Milton Shelton now back in the game.
Oh,
looking, and it's caught.
Gosh dang. Touchdown.
Touchdown. That was Dylan Coate, the senior wide receiver for the Titans. Blessed Trinity takes the lead here with 9:45 left to go in this game.
I tell you, that looked like a veteran quarterback throwing that ball. He
and again he's rolling against his body, which is makes it even more impressive.
Yep, and he set his feet. He knew he had a defender bearing down on him. Pressure was there, but he just stepped up and threw a beauty of a ball.
Extra point is up and splits the uprights. 21-14 Titans.
I mean, not trying to be Pollyanna-ish here, but we've been here before.
We have been here before. In fact, almost the exact same scenario.
Well, again, Blessed Trinity just had a lot of success in the first half with their passing game, and they've continued with that success in the second half. All three of their touchdowns have been passing touchdowns.
That's an interesting point. That's a really interesting point.
That's why I'm here, Coach.
You won't find that kind of analysis anywhere else.
You don't get it on ESPN. But this is where your confidence and your senior leadership comes in. Not 9:45 left in the game. That is plenty of time. No reason here to get all kind of get any type of desperation or all worried or anything like that. There's a ton of ball game still left.
Yeah, definitely no cause for concern, or at least there's concern for sure. No cause for panic. Just offense, just do your thing. I wouldn't abandon the fullback yet.
No.
I don't think we gotta start thinking that we've got to go to the 2-minute offense or anything. We got plenty of time. Still not sure the Blessed Trinity can consistently stop us. But now you got to go out and you got to do it. You got to do it without making mistakes. Can't have those penalties anymore.
And Carter Johnson there. Low little squib kick.
Certainly picking on Carter Johnson on those kickoffs. I'm sure he's going to be glad when the kick return duties are over.
Well, it's all going to start with this first play. This is going to set the tone.
Good field position shape.
Gujar
all right,
on
good
the
play,
keeper.
good play.
Okay.
Yeah, I like putting Gujar in the shotgun here. Gives us a lot more opportunities to pick up the much-needed yardage.
I think you'll see the same formation. I wouldn't even be surprised if you see the same motion. Same play action. Coach Hunt is watching how the defense responds here. We do have the same formation.
They're kind of overloading the right side of the line.
Guger looking and nearly intercepted.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
That was number 4, Carter McManus.
That's why they're on defense. Because they can't catch.
That is a nice thrown ball.
And he had Connor Pilch, I mean, streaking across the field. We'd be calling touchdown right now if he's able to get that ball up just a little bit.
That's exactly what I was thinking. If that ball had, I'm saying, another foot on it, that would have been a touchdown.
All right, here we go. Third and 6 and so. Guger in the shotgun. We need a big play here.
Guger looking, pressure coming. Escapes the pressure.
Oh, my goodness.
And Terry Guger, showing his athleticism, gets out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And Terry Guger.
Boy, howdy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, running for his life, and he just made that play. I mean, dead in the water on 2 or 3 occasions.
I tell you, we might look back at the end of this game and remember that play right there.
Yeah, that's right. Certainly that kept the drive alive, although, you know, I'm not convinced that our defense, you know, Blessed Trinity, when they get the ball back, they're going to want to keep it on the ground, and that's something that they've not had a lot of success with.
Guger hands off to Wolf.
Quincy Wolf.
Quincy Wolf. And did a good job of holding on to the ball there. They were trying to strip it out as Quincy Wolf rumbles to about the 43-yard line. Another strong run from the fullback.
12-yard gain there.
I'm telling you, that fullback is I wouldn't leave it too often. Not for more than 2 or 3 plays in a row anyway.
Fumble
and
not sure.
Blessed Trinity does not have this ball. This is Woodward got it back. Yeah, Woodward got that ball back.
Ethan Frank, the center. Guger on the exchange there. Well, I can't think the last time that we've had a fumble with on the exchange like that.
No, we sure haven't. And we saw that as a problem and a little bit of an issue in that first game.
And I haven't even seen a bad snap from Ethan Frank when they're in the shotgun situations.
Guger looking pass batted down.
Yeah, that's that big old number 80 again there, the defensive end for Blessed Trinity. He's been in the backfield an awful lot tonight. That time he just got those paws up.
All right, still digging ourselves in on 3rd and long situations, putting ourselves in a little bit of hole here. Can we go back to the well one more time? Make something big happen. Blessed Trinity getting fired up on the play.
Low snap, Guger.
Steps up in the
pressure
pocket.
Looking.
Oh, boy.
High, he had Connor Pilch flying across the middle, but
I
too
think
much
he just
on
felt
it.
the heat a little bit too much, and so he just gunned that, a little hot, a little high.
I mean, that's a difficult thing to do. I mean, you see somebody like Peyton Manning, obviously it makes it look very easy, but when you're in the quarterback and that pocket starts to collapse on you and you're having to scoot up towards the line, and then you're having to try to plant your feet and throw it.
But I give Guger credit. I mean, he's done well, moving up in the pocket, and
sure has. I mean, I think what you're seeing is a lot of these plays last year probably would have been a sack. Good time for a good punt right there.
All right, taken down
Very
to about
nice.
6-7 yard line.
Benji Russell scoops it up inside the 10-yard line, and this is going to be a long field for the Titans to have to work with here.
7:33 left, and again, 21-14. Blessed Trinity scoring all 3 of their touchdowns on long pass plays, and that's where right now our vulnerability is. And I would expect, but I would expect though, with Blessed Trinity backed up against their own goal line, that they will not try anything so bold as to be throwing the ball around.
They'll hand it to Milton Shelton.
There we go, the turf. Slipped down for a no gain.
Well, Shelton's been, you know, the absolute workhorse here for the Titans, for the number of times they've run the ball, for the number of times he's taken hard hits when running the ball straight up the middle time and time again. He's still doing pretty well out there, still going pretty strong, but again, the Woodward D obviously not gonna let the run fly at this point. Can absolutely stuff it at this point, knowing they're gonna want to keep it on the ground. That was a low toss there by McManus.
They're saying incomplete. I'm a little surprised that they're throwing the ball out of their own end zone like that, but we have some good pressure on him.
Well, what we're going to be looking at here, if we can hold, is punting out of the end zone.
Yeah, we should get good field position out of this possession. 3rd and 10. Let's just play some good fundamental football here, defense. Play action pass. We got it.
Looking, and
what are they saying?
It's caught.
Oh my
goodness.
I think it's
saying he caught it.
And they're saying first down or not? I can't tell. It's hard to see.
Yeah, first down.
The senior John Davis came down with it.
I tell you, that was a duck of a ball.
The receiver did a fantastic
job. I agree.
Keeping his feet in, coming down with that ball. Tell you what, they've had some clutch passing plays. The 4th down conversion was on about a 12-yard pass play. That was a 3rd and 10. There's a lot of confidence in the quarterback there.
Spinning is Milton Shelton again on the carry. Bring up 2nd down.
Plenty of time here because once again we continue to force them into situations where they have to throw the ball.
Right. And Woodward, you know, our offense have shown that we can score quick.
We can.
You know, it's not necessarily long possession drives. We can move the ball down pretty quick with Benji Russell and Goodger and Connor Pilch and playing the run on this play.
Hand
Come
off
on,
to
Michael
Shelton.
Vickers. Good job. Michael Vickers stepping up in the hole there and making the big play.
You know, that's one of the knocks on the option offense is that you can't. It's really hard to come from behind. Late in the game, 4th quarter, you're down. You got to play catch up. The option is not ideally designed for that.
Well, and I think it comes from the fact that in order to be good at the option, you have to practice that so much that you can't practice the other parts of your game. And so when you can't rely on it, it doesn't bode very well.
3rd and 7. McManus, play action, rolling out to his left, throwing, and it's caught. And that will be enough for the 1st down.
How many times we have to watch these guys just convert that 3rd down, just that play action.
Casey Bradley on the reception. And,
Steve Smith being the quarterback there. Just playing too soft, giving too much respect, too much play.
What we're going to have to go to here is we're just going to have to commit to a cover 3 and let these guys come up and play press.
Absolutely.
And just say, hey, if we get beat over the top, it's late in the game. Right now you got Austin Roark with his pads off, ice on the shoulder. Certainly not a good sign for the War Eagles.
They'll pitch it to Shelton. Gets that left side out of bounds at about the 38.
I think you're going to see the same pattern. Run
Right,
on
run
first,
two.
run on second. If it's over 5 yards, pass on third. The good thing about that play is
out of bounds.
knocked him out of bounds to stop the clock. Woodward, now I'm reading that clock to say we got one timeout left. Is that your recollection there as well?
Yep.
All right, big play here, second down and about 4.
They'll go handoff to Shelton.
There we go, Andre Newton. Big number 56 making the big play. About a yard loss.
It's point third and 4. Coach Bryan, what do you do here if you're Blessed Trinity?
Well, I go back to good old tried and true and throw a little short flat to
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see when he walks up to the line, what are our corners going to be doing? Are they going to be up and jump in their face? What are they going to do? Because I think you're right. I mean, we need to press the coverage.
I tell you what you're going to see right now. You're going to see I'm cheating here a little bit because I know Coach Vandergrift's calls. Here comes both inside linebackers coming on the blitz right here.
Well, you can see him creeping up.
McManus,
there they go.
bobbled
there
snap.
They go. And that was a good call, Coach Vandergrift.
Well, that play was dead from the start. Bobbled snap there by McManus. By the time he looked up, he had about 3 War Eagle defenders right in his face.
Yeah,
Takes
Jamil
the sack, and Woodward will be getting the ball back here.
Yeah, Jamil Spencer got back there. Kai Glenncross got back in there.
This is interesting. We've got Austin Phillips has been the exclusive return man tonight. That's a change from earlier in the year. That's correct?
We're used to seeing Kyle Hawkins and
yeah.
Stephen Smith back there, both of them, but now we're just seeing the lone return man, Austin Phillips.
Well, we know Kyle was out with a separated shoulder.
But to not see Stephen back there certainly is a change from what we saw in those first couple of games.
So Blessed Trinity took their second time out, it looks like.
They wanted to let that clock run down all the way until they nearly got a delay.
2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Blessed Trinity up 21-14, but Woodward's about to get the ball and should get it in pretty good field position. You know, around the 30 or 40 yard line.
I think what you're going to see out of Woodward, and this is again the beauty of the way that Woodward is able to coach. Coach Ryan Davis is exclusive to special teams. So not only they practice special teams practically on a daily basis, but it's not just, you know, the old school line up, try to block the punt, and then let the guy catch it. It's they have 3 or 4 different options for returns. And, you know, at this point in the game, they've been studying how Blessed Trinity is covering punts. And so expect, you know, some sort of, you know, they're going for a touchdown here. We're not just, we're trying to set up a play on the special teams. Yeah, here comes the wall.
Decent punt. Fair catch by
Okay, good, Austin
Phillips.
Glad he's got good hands.
Yeah.
We'll take that all day, though. The ball's on the 41-yard line.
Yeah.
Our own 41-yard line. And 42.
Yeah, I don't think we've.
Left.
I'm not. If I'm thinking right, I don't think we've had any return yards. I think we've all been fair catches
I think you're correct.
on the punts.
You are correct. Well, we had the one where Austin was dropped almost immediately on just a booming punt.
Oh, that's
earlier.
right.
I think that was third quarter.
Well, sports fans, this is where you know, character is going to win the day. Great
You're
protection.
looking guns
Oh,
one.
nice. Incomplete pass. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Terry Guja really fizzed that one in there, and it looked like Benji Russell had it, but
Yeah. Came back to get that. Great protection for Goodger.
Yeah, a lot of that, the one good sign on that play is a lot of time to throw it. Going a little bit longer on that, just that little dig route that Benji runs so well. Just a little spread out wide, down the sideline, and then comes back to the outside.
Goodger steps up, looking,
No.
Intercepted. Intercepted by John Davis.
That's one of those where you've got to learn as a quarterback, nothing's there. And either throw the ball out of bounds or tuck it. And he was, my fear was when he threw that ball that he was across the line of scrimmage.
Well, I'm not sure what he saw on that. Because, I mean, there wasn't a word. The Woodward receiver didn't even have a play on the ball. It was put directly into the hands of the Blessed Trinity safety.
It was just pretty badly overthrown.
All right, well, this is where the defense, again, needs to regain its composure and its focus. And, you know, just give us a chance to get the ball back.
Yeah, not a lost cause here. If we can get a stop, now we need, I mean, this is huge here. We got to get them. That first down play to get 5 yards does not bode well for the War Eagles.
Right.
But we're just right now crossing over the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. 21-14, Blessed Trinity. Second down and 5. Quarterback is looking on the sidelines, waiting for instructions as to when to snap that ball.
Handoff
Now
and
we're
Timmy
going to have to take a timeout.
3rd and 1.
I'm thinking after this play, we're definitely going to take the timeout. They're going to.
We need a big stop here.
Boy, they're going to let this thing run down. It's going to be just at a minute when they run this next play. I tell you what, though, Blessed Trinity must have a really reliable person on that clock there because they are going down to the absolute wire.
McManus and
That's that.
Yep.
We're going to have to call, well, that's first down, so that'll stop the clock.
For a little bit. And then they set the chains and wind it. You know, I thought their offensive guard might have moved a little early, trying to set up the trap block.
Now that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Blessed Trinity calls the timeout right there. That's an inconsequential timeout because it doesn't stop the clock. I mean, the clock has already stopped. I guess they are. It's not a bad timeout though. I suppose if you're Blessed Trinity, you're thinking you want to dot the I's and cross the T's, make sure everybody knows what they're doing here. No turnovers, no penalties. You have to remind yourself they are 16, 17, 18-year-old guys. Tell you what, this is certainly a learning experience. It is not a season killer. No. It makes it more of an uphill battle. You still have a pretty good chance for a very important, meaningful game against St. Pius, coming all the way up there at the last regular season game of the year.
Yeah, I mean they're going into a victory formation. The rest of the season is definitely it is in our hands. It's in our control. And, I mean, we don't have to run the table or anything like that, but we can't we might could lose one more, but and this just makes every game from this point out even that much more important.
Well, Woodward Not
Yeah, just
calling
let
a
it go.
timeout here. And that's going to do it, guys.
Well, an exciting game here.
It was that. I mean, it was a very exciting game.
Absolutely. I give Blessed Trinity a lot of credit for coming up with some absolutely enormous first downs with some passing plays. I can think of one on the 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
Several on 3rd downs. I mean, we're not talking about, 4 or 5 yard tosses and catches. We're talking 7, 8, 9, 12 yards.
And this and coming back from being down 14-7 at halftime and coming out and doing that in the second half. Certainly a good performance by them, but also by Woodward. A lot to learn, from this game for both teams. Be able to take that into next week's game on October 5th at Decatur, but join us again on October 12th as the War Eagles host Towers. And
that's our homecoming game.
It is. It is, and then a couple weeks later, St. Pius for senior night. So a couple of big games coming up. Again, we're really getting into the region schedule. And again, we'll be back here on October 12th. But thanks again for joining us. Final score here at Colquitt Stadium. Blessed Trinity Titans 21, Woodward Academy War Eagles 14. And thank you to all of our production crew here and to Mr. Bryant, Mr. Merrill.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you to all of our viewers.
And by the way, before we wrap up, congratulations again on your state championship soccer award ceremony and your state championship ring. Very good. Very proud.
Great accomplishment.
Thank you. Well, thanks again to everybody, and we'll see you next time.